Hello guys, I am back again with another video about software in the logistics and e-commerce sector. Today we're going to talk about how automation is going to save you at least 120 hours a week. For those of you who haven't watched one of my videos yet, my name is Dennis Tesjan and I am the CEO of Pulp. We are a no bullshit software company focusing on transformative, tailor-made software packages for the e-commerce and logistics sector. We have done that for the last 4 years, and my experience in this field is about 13 years in total. So let's kick right off. I mean, as all of us are perfectly aware, and maybe this is not even in the world of logistics and e-commerce, but in general, the need for efficiency is very important. Especially in Europe, there is a quite limited workforce, and that poses a business threat. In terms of processes, they have to be really streamlined and foolproof in order to make sure that when something changes in your team, the processes keep rolling and there is no dependency on that one senior guy. Secondarily, employee retention is a really big issue at the moment because people are very much driven by a desire for meaningful work. So if you have processes not really streamlined, making people do a lot of manual work, this really becomes a problem because your employees are going to leave. In this environment, there is really a quest for simplicity and automation of as much tasks as possible. So let's look at the cause. Many of the more traditional software packages are built on the idea that there is a software package and that you as an organization have to change your process on how their software package works. And I would say this falls short of addressing the unique demands in the logistics industry. As such, the approach you should take when changing this should also diverge from the norm. Instead of looking for yet another standardized tool or package, you should really, for starters, immerse yourself in the day-to-day operations of your business, and not by sitting with the COO or the manager of this or the head of that, but really you have to go to the work floor. You have to collaborate for a week or a month even with some of your employees to really understand the problems that you see in your processes. That is also what we do as Pulp. Before we start making something, we have a collaborative approach. We go and obviously we have a strategic discussion, but we really go in the work floor and we really understand from A to Z how the process works, and you should do that as well. After you understand really the process from A to Z, you have to really document the hell out of it. And after you have done that, you should go talk with your employees. Do they all agree with that? Is this still something which has to change or not? Once you have done that, you should look for the future. What are the key performance indicators that you want to have? And they shouldn't be based on what you have now, they should be based on your ideal situation. And I would say that you really cannot do that if you don't really understand how your process works. As such, we have worked out a quick and easy way to identify your challenges and fix them. So, first of all, as I said already, collaboration. Start with on-site engagement with key stakeholders. Key stakeholders in the sense that a group of your employees, both senior and junior, sit next to them for a couple of days, understand how they do their work, understand how they see the process, and especially very important, see how their processes differ between each other. Because even if you have written down a process from A to Z, there is bound to be small differences between person A, person B, and person C. After that, go sit with your management team and discuss what you have seen and how you want the process to look like in the future. After you have done that, go back to the guys you have worked with and ask them, if we're going to change the process in this and this and this way, how do you see that? After that, put everything in what we call an attack plan, KPIs, current processors, employee analysis, and use cases. With that attack plan in hand, you should really go back to the table, sit down, and write down use cases for the entire process. This sounds a bit ridiculous, but really trust me, if you don't do that, there are bound to be exceptions, exceptions on exceptions, and exceptions on exceptions on exceptions, and you don't want that. You want it to be use cases. Only after you have your KPIs, your attack documents, and your use cases, then you should go to a software party. Because only then you know which package is good for you. I would even say, skip the default things, go to a party which can really help you with one-to-one putting your process in a piece of software. That way, there will be no more changes in what is good and what is not good. After you have done that, it is very important to make the system robust in the sense that all day-to-day operations should work seamlessly without any outages, bugs in 20% of a situation, etc. But I would say that this speaks quite for itself. Afterwards, most people would say, okay, now I'm done. I can relax in my chair, I can sit down, I can take a break. But no, guys, you have to continue. You have to establish really a culture of continuous improvement to keep your processes improving, because a software project is never done. You have to continue improving it to make sure it also adapts to changing situations in your team or in your business. So you really have to continue working on that, and also continue on looking at if the process you have determined in step 1 and 2, if they are really working in practice and not only in theory. After that, you have to measure your return on investment, because everything in the business is based on the bottom line. It's nice to spend 100, 200, 300k on a package, software package, or on a development of a software tool, but at the end of the day you have to have a return on investment of that. But you don't know if it went well or not if you don't keep a close eye on that. So you have to track time and cost savings, and also highlight that impact on your bottom line to understand, was this job a success or not? Alright, I've been speaking for about 8 minutes now. I think that is quite enough for today. If you have questions, if you need help, if you was asked to help you with some of the steps or all of the steps in this process, in the description under the video I have left my contact details, my email and my LinkedIn. So please let me know if you need any help or have questions. Have a nice day.